Hello, YouTube. This is the Galley La Podcast, and today we are going to be reviewing the anime of Tower of Gods episodes 7 and 8 of season 2. So please like and subscribe if you have not. Give your thoughts below on on these episodes and our review, and also please no spoilers up until this point. So okay, so episode 7 we resume with Mazino. And we get to see him. We see a little bit of action from him, but it seems to be a little bit of a tease because we don't get to see everything that he's doing. Basically, we don't get to see a full-out fight between him and Bam as much as we want.
Yeah, that was the most disappointing aspect to me because I've heard and seen comments about season 2 like, oh, this is where Mazino shows up. Like I get that he's strong and everything. It would have been cool to see like at least a bigger exchange between him and Bomb, because we do get to see him like flex on the other members of the team and just kind of swat them aside.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, ultimately it does kind of show like where Bomb's priorities are. Saving Misa.
Yeah, he's still kind of the good person.
Yeah.
So it was interesting how like they moved all these moved them in to take down Mazino though, like all these new test attendees. And I guess what I find interesting, and they said he's killed rankers over and over again, and I'm wondering like how strong rankers are at this point. Are they like pretty weak? Because the guys they seemed to send were towards the end of the episode they seemed pretty, they got destroyed just as quickly as Bam's team did. So I'm not sure in terms of power levels if all rankers are built the same basically, or if there are some who are still stronger than others and everything.
So I'm I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but so if a team makes it all the way to the top of the tower, does everyone in the team get a wish and be named ranker, or is there only one person that gets to go up there? Because I mean, theoretically, like Rachel could make it up to there, having no combat experience and become a ranker.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But for this, I would err on the side that Mazino is just that guy. He's just that strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I guess you could say there's like a higher echelon of rankers that are that could have an extended fight with him, too. That there is like a difference in power at the same time, because Leorio, I feel like would put up more of a fight against this guy,
Yeah.
If I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he gets one shotted by him later. Who knows? But
dude, where's our Love versus Mazino fight?
True.
Love would kick his ass.
I mean, Love put some pressure on Bam, to be fair.
Yeah.
So maybe Love would have had a better matchup. I'm not saying he'd win against Mazino, but a better matchup here. But it is interesting if Mazino is. I mean, are we even giving necessarily a specific reason why they want him dead?
Well, I mean, he's killing a bunch of people.
I mean, yeah,
rankers. So.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah,
I think he's, but I think he's just looking for a good fight. But we see later on, we see that he has some sort of connections. Because he gave it to the that whale's child to the guy to expose what was going on. So he has some sort of connection.
Yeah, right. Because they wanted less of a monopoly basically on the whale and everything with the flowers, to grow more of them and everything. Yeah.
I mean that.
So yeah, somewhat of a moral compass.
Yeah. I think he might just be going against Jihad, which kind of aligns him with Bomb and Fug.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Right. And, so I thought, those were kind of more of the highlights out there. We still see Bam with a good heart. we get to see some slice of life cooking right here, which is kind of funny, you know. And I thought the scenes where Bam Sensei was kind of the most interesting too, you know, because you kind of get more of an idea that Fug is actually pretty ruthless as an organization overall, you know, more and more, but that there are a couple that kind of like are wavering a little bit in their convictions, you know. Because Bam Sensei, you know, said like, you know, I even like left my family to join Fug, so don't question my convictions, you know.
And we see like the ruthless side with Karaka showing up.
Right.
Because we see like him going like, hey, we could just find a whole new team and kill these guys for Bomb. I did find that interesting. Like I like Karaka's design with the mask and the stripes and everything.
Yeah, same. I do
too.
Like
a cool character. At least it's better than whatever Bomb Sensei's name. Like his design is literally just a shirt and slacks.
Well, I think that's part of the purpose. Like he might just be a busted monster, you know. It's like it's deceiving, you know. At least just from the indications we get from Bam knocking out the princess and everything, you know, like hey, you know, like he will kill you, you know, so shut up. But you know, it was cool to see like you know, like a little slice of life, you know, a little bit more less serious, but you know, good to see some interaction with them, and we get that time skip. 2 years, which I kind of thought was crazy that they did it over just one episode. And they all look relatively the same age too.
Before we get to that, I wanted to bring up a couple more things from episode 7.
Go ahead.
I found it weird, out of all people, that Wang Nan was the one that was like, hey, we should like not have Bomb as part of our team, because he's like the leader, and usually the leaders or he's like the main character that we're kind of following, and it's like compared to other leaders, they're like, come on guys, let's all join together and everything. I found that kind of strange. Like everyone else wants to be with Bomb, and he had to have kind of convincing. And the other thing, you go ahead.
No. No, I just want to say I agree with that.
Yeah. But the other thing was Wang Nan's talk with Xiaorong. Like, oh, you told me Bomb's secret, even though, like, because I could be trusted to follow the path. And then she says that, what was it? Like, he's the prince of the red light district or something?
Yeah, I think
so. I don't know exactly what that is all about.
Same.
So he has like some sort of royalty, which you can kind of get from his like ring with the jihad symbol on it. But I'm interested to see where that's gonna go.
Right.
But again, like you brought up with the 2-year time skip, I feel like 2 years, like they haven't changed at all, you know?
I think they should have done some character design difference.
Yeah, or like the dynamic between them doesn't seem to have changed.
Yeah.
Like as much. Like they still kind of seem relatively the same. I guess Yua has better control of her powers, and Miseng can do like the decoy clone thing. But that's all we really got in terms of like power progression, I feel.
Yeah. So I didn't really see much there. I think I kind of noticed like the shortcomings of the animation more in this episode, you know? There were some pretty choppy fights and sequences that didn't really look particularly well animated. You know, but we have some Kun this episode, and it's always good to see some Kun.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see him and his team, and some limited interaction with his team too. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So I actually like that a lot, and the just like Kun like reprimanding his teammates was great. And then you have Rachel saying to the new scout, "Hey, I wish you were my leg." He's like, what did you say?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, nothing." Every time she's on screen now, it's just really creepy and menacing now. You know.
It's because we know what she did.
But even the music is just like, ooh,
Yeah.
it gets, makes you like feel gross now.
Yeah.
So I think that's a cool little artistic way they've gone with it.
Yeah. But I did like the Don, the speedster. I did like his whole thing with getting to the button. I liked his little arc.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and with and the whole thing with him relying on the chatbot, which is like dystopian nightmare fuel.
Chat GPT, bro.
That's what's really going on there. They tell you that there's no girls behind the chatbots, but they're lying.
Yeah. Crazy, bro. And so, yeah, that was really creepy. You had nightmare fuel towards the end, and you're just. I thought that was, I don't know, maybe like a little bit of a critique of just the world right now with artificial intelligence and everything. Like.
Yeah,
just like all happy and nice, and then you just see this really dark twist behind it, and I thought it was just kind of an interesting meta critique, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder when the web, because this is a web comic. I wonder when this was written in terms of like AI advancement.
Yeah.
Because
because it's really unnerving.
Yeah, I feel like this is pretty. Not recent, but I feel like Tower of God's been going on for a while. I think I looked it up one time.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been going on for a bit, but I know they did go on a hiatus for a bit.
Okay.
Webtoon too.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not sure how it corresponds well. Or maybe it just coincidence that it just matched up as well as it did. So. But yeah. So what do you think about Emily? And all that. So you think that's just the power, or just like some weird op by Jihad or something?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a way of like kind of controlling people, like the information, because you get everyone, like if it's a popular chatbot and everything funnels through one point, and you get like all the information that people are typing in. But at the same time, she's kind of like omniscient. So I think it's actually like part of her powers, because Kun ends up typing in like, "Is Bomb alive?" and she says yes.
Yeah.
So I was interested in that, and it doesn't seem like maybe she's like compelled to tell the truth in a way.
Yeah.
Like she has all the information and she has to say it truthfully, to an extent, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if someone typed in like something about Jihad or anything, they could censor it.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing there. And she could just be taking so much info. I guess someone could have brought a bomb at 1.2, but yeah, it is interesting to see where does she get a lot of this info from, and I guess by giving information, you can help control people at the same time,
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I'm just going off what the bot told me, the AI told me if this is true, I'm gonna do it. So it's a good way of controlling people,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it helped. And you don't develop or have individual thoughts when you're just feeding off of what the computer tells you,
Yeah.
As we kind of see with Kun a little bit, like I'm sick of not knowing this knowledge. I'm going to do it, even though the Kun's like one of the most independent thinkers we've seen in the show so far,
Yeah, and I liked his whole thing, reprimanding Dawn, where it's like
Yeah.
it worked out now, but if it didn't work out, who would be blamed then? You can put the success on the chat thing, but the blame would be on you, basically.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. And I do like Don. He kind of reminds me of like a Shibisu from the first season.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Or Quicksilver.
Yeah, true. But
Yeah.
But speaking of season 1 characters, we get to see Dorsey for a little bit, which I enjoyed her character, so it was good to see her again.
Yeah. It was good to see her too. Yeah, I like her character.
Besides just a cameo. But
yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Bomb and Wangnan group test. I like the conclusion of it, where they weren't goaded into fighting because there was no point.
Right. Yeah. So in that way, we do see some character development with Bomb over the 2 years where he isn't as ruthless.
Yeah.
You know?
And I did like the other 2 characters that they were fighting against. Like the one with the scars had a cool design, and then the other one,
the fried chicken.
Yeah, he was funny.
that was actually pretty good humor.
Yeah. I kind of hope they come back in some way.
Yeah. No, they were actually pretty cool characters. I just kind of wish the animation was a little better.
Yeah.
I'm missing season 1 animation right now.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Now you're becoming more vindicated.
Yeah. But so the other thing I wanted to bring up was the like they had 2 years to reach the 30th floor. Which I don't know. I feel like just because we didn't see too much in terms of progression, do you think that was too much time? Or
I would have liked to see more of the floors, you know?
Yeah.
To see the different aspects of it. Because I kind of felt like, I mean, granted, like with the floor, we didn't really see floors per se with the first season. You know, it was like a training center basically, you know?
Yeah.
But I kind of thought the shots were like a lot cooler than what we've been seeing so far, you know? So.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was like that whole thing with like Dorsey versus Enoch on those like floating pillar things. And the underwater parts. And even like the whole like clock test where it was all like black and red and everything.
That was really cool. Yeah. The art was just a lot more beautiful for sure.
Yeah. But
the deep sea fish fights at the bottom, and the crown game, all that stuff too, or even just like capture the flag too. I don't know. Yeah, the tests were like a lot more cooler to me and competitive, and the animation was better. So I don't know. Yeah, the tests aren't hitting as much. I don't know again if that's a fault of the webtoon or if it's a fault of the animating studio because I haven't read the webtoon.
Yeah, I feel I'm getting like basic isekai vibes, you know. But yeah, I am interested to see what's gonna happen. Like if the rest of I think there's only 5 episodes left. The rest of the 5 episodes are going to be the
sad face.
Yeah, if the rest of the 5 episodes are going to be the workshop battle, because Bomb's going to potentially meet up with Kun and his team again, and that like meeting up with Rachel again potentially. Yeah, I'm interested to see about that and how Emily plays into it if she does.
Yeah, for sure.
But
any more closing thoughts? So I thought good episodes in terms of plot. Just like I said, I think the animation was kind of lacking a little bit for my liking. And I'd say that's my biggest critique so far. Yeah, we're just with these episodes.
Yeah. Hopefully they're saving all the budget for the later episodes.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, but like, come the frick on, like. Crunchyroll, like you guys didn't do this like what 2019 2020 for 4 years.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years, and you guys haven't gotten like some crazy stuff going. Like, and Toei is just like enslaving their animators right now.
Yeah.
You know, with so putting it out week to week. But I don't know. Yeah, so that's it for me though. I'm looking forward to the story. I love Tower God, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right. Well, everybody, please like and subscribe. No spoilers in the comments. Leave your thoughts below. We love to hear from you, and we will see you all soon. Peace.
See ya.